we're here.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch with three tieflings every Friday. Actually, with three tieflings this time.
Yay.
Threeflings is a collection of one-shots from the Uncaged Anthology. So no matter when you jump in, you didn't miss a whole lot. We have very little continuity here. So tonight we are playing Mathar's Tears by Matthew Moynihan from Uncaged Volume 4. It is the one with La Llorona on the cover with a ring light on her face. And I'm Jess. I am your DM tonight and every night so far. Let's meet our Threefs, starting by welcoming back Zan Larson. Zan, tell us about your teeth.
Hi, I am Zan, and I am also known as Palet Rabbit on the...
Oh no. Zan's internet is having a rough time, y'all. We were hoping that we could fix it, but it seems like that's not the case. So, Zan, if you can hear this, you've frozen and stopped making noise. There we go. We got you back just in time for the facepalm.
Yep, of course, because my internet hates me.
Let's give that a shot again. Who are you?
Okay, do I have to say who I am again, or just who I am in the game?
Who you are in the game.
Okay, I am Shy, the Knowledge Cleric Tiefling of the Brighthorns.
There we go.
Yeah.
It worked that time.
All right. Gwen, tell us about your teeth.
I'm playing Adara, our resident fighty-bitey tiefling. She's got magic and a warg pup. No, she's got no magic. Sorry. And she has a warg puppy. I am tired.
It's like the one defining.
She has no. I got too used to saying the spiel and then shortened it in my head, and unfortunately, I omitted an important word. But yeah, she's got a warg puppy. His name is Crouton, and he's going to learn to be a good, upstanding member of society. And also, she kind of has magic now, arguably, because we leveled up to level 5, so now her teeth are +1.
I imagined you were just trying to say magic silvered slashing damage
yeah.
when you were describing yourself. And
Someday.
Pac, tell us about your teeth.
Hi, I'm Jess Beck, and I am playing Euphoria, the Tiefling Bard. I'm in the College of Glamour. That is important. I always neglect to say that.
You're so fancy. So, for a shared point of inspiration, who would like to tell us what happened previously on Threeflings?
We went to a beer fest. And on our way there was a guy yelling for help, and we were like, should we help him? Because the last time we helped a guy who was yelling for help without learning the context, it turned out to be, a problem. So maybe he deserves it. And then eventually we were like, no, this seems bad. We found the actual situation, and it was a bunch of demons, and he was like on a slab and looked like he was about to be sacrificed. And we're like, cool. We can agree that that's probably not what we want to have happen. So saved the guy, went to the beer fest, had a great time sampling the wares of all the tents, met a group of people who were like, we make good beer. Also, we seem to be witches. We were like, neat. The guy who was being sacrificed thought you were responsible for all of this because you're witches. And they were like, well, that's rude. And it turned out it was him and his like monk group. Forget what the word's called. I want to call it a conclave, and that's not right.
A monastery?
Sure, yeah. A group of monks who were like, we're gonna summon a demon lord and blame it on the witches, and they almost got away with it too. But then we were there to be like, haha, we've proved that it was actually the evil monks the whole time, and then we had to go fight the evil monks, and there was like a demon hand coming out, and then we were like, no, bad, whacked it a bit, and then it went back into the portal, and it was great. A good time was had by all 2 of us, because there were only 2 tieflings that week.
But you fought valiantly. And
we did.
Yeah, you got a shared inspiration for the 3 of you.
Hey.
So, Shy, if you are not frozen, I'm really hoping. Oh no.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. What have you been up to?
Crossing
It's been a
fingers.
while since the Threef saw you.
Oh, well, Shai has been surprisingly not getting into trouble. So now she's starting to associate Adara's group with trouble.
Rude.
Also, apologies if you were watching this on YouTube after the fact. I don't know if we got rated or not, but there's so many people here, and Twitch didn't tell us if we were rated. So
Yeah.
if you rated us, tell me who you are so I can shout you out, because hi everybody and thank you for joining us.
And if everyone's just here organically, that's neat too, I guess.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Oh yeah, Shai has been busy not being cursed, and you know, there may be consequences for having that curse lifted. Who knows?
Well, we've got a magic item for you, because we've found a cursed object, and we're like, we know who can fix this. We know one cleric.
It's like if Shai can't fix it, she can at least contain it.
Mm-hmm.
So, following the events of Lord Gaffer's, now named Lady Guana's cup, Euphoria, you receive a letter.
Oh, okay.
It is addressed to the heroes of Lady Guana's cup.
Amazing. I want to frame this. Yeah, so what's in this letter? Euphoria will like rip it open and read with haste.
It has a silver seal in the shape of a snowflake. And inside it says, "My apologies, we have not met, but I have heard of your great deeds at Lady Guana's cup. I request your assistance. My name is Kyoko, and I live in Meijin. Please come immediately."
Yeah, so she's just gonna show it off and be like, "Look, Adara, we're heroes. This is the first time that someone's called us that."
I think it may have been the second time, but the first time didn't count because he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, and we got it in writing, so, you know, it's legal now. We're heroes.
Mm. Yeah. I'm sensing that you want to hang on to that.
I mean, you were probably gonna dump it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it.
All right. You can put it in your journal.
Listen.
Are our names in it, or is it that they didn't know our names and they were just trying to be polite?
I think
It was addressed to Euphoria specifically.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, this is yeah, so it's addressed me by name, but it's addressed to like us in the royal sense on the inside. So I don't know what that means. But maybe we can go find out and investigate.
Yeah.
It looks super fancy, so I mean, there could be great swords involved.
Probably not, but we can go anyway. Generally
So-
speaking, fancy people don't have a whole lot of useful swords on them.
I just meant money wise.
Yeah.
Like it is several great swords.
Yeah.
Looking letter.
So, looking at maps that you've assembled, you see that Meijin is kind of a ways away. So it's going to take you some time. Not like
Ooh.
ocean crossing time, but definitely like hiking up some mountains.
Well, we haven't done that in a bit.
Well, I guess vacation party fun time is over.
I guess so. We'll just have to get invited to another beer fest, that's all.
Yeah. Well, this one's like a yearly thing, right? We can come back here.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So how long will it take us to get to that place?
How long will it take you to get there? I would say it's a couple days journey.
Well, let's get going. I'll
Yeah.
I'll work on training Crouton on our way up there. He's gotten pretty good at sit and at touch, where you hold out your hand and then he boops it with his nose. So now we're working on touch from further away. So I like let him wander for a bit and then I go, Crouton, touch, and then he runs up and like boops and then runs off again.
I love it. So as you're walking on your journey, you are passed by a cart of farmers moving rapidly. They nearly run you off of the road.
Well, they're trucking it.
Yeah, are they like, do they seem to be in a panic?
They slowed down to apologize, actually, for almost hitting you, but they did seem to be rapidly leaving somewhere. The woman driving the cart gets out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We were in such a rush to leave Mathar. We didn't see you there. We've got to get our Samuel out of town. And she points to a little child who's asleep in the back.
What's going on in Mathar that you gotta leave like you robbed a place?
Well, didn't rob anywhere. Well, we're worried Samuel will fall prey to the sleeping sickness. She kind of edges him and he jerks awake. I'm okay, Mom. Let me sleep.
Sleeping sickness?
Yes, the Lachlan family, they were affected first, but nearly everyone in town has had their child affected in some way, and, well, we're not sticking around. We've taken everything we can, left our house behind, and we're getting out of there. Aveen, the innkeep, are you adventurers?
Yeah.
She's offering an award for a reward for
Just
an award? A reward.
just elbow euphoria. Hey,
Anyone
it's
can
for
be
you.
called heroes twice.
Yeah.
For anyone who can solve the mystery of what's happening. The other woman on the cart says, solve it or not, we're done.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, is it on the way to where we need to go?
Same
or is
question.
it out of the way?
It's like a small town that you would mostly, like a drive-through town, like you would not notice it otherwise.
Okay.
But it's not out of your way.
All right. Well, we're heading that way anyways.
Head to the Dog and Pony if you're interested. Now, if you don't mind, we'd like to make it to the next town before sundown.
Yep.
I heard there's a beer fest going on in the next town.
You know, it just ended, but they probably have leftovers.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
A grand old time. Have fun.
And she gives the horses a get up and hurries off. Thanks for clipping that dress. Shy, you are already in this town.
Mm-hmm.
You may, in fact, already be at the Dog and Pony, the inn. Not because of the sleeping sickness, but because Mathar is a small town rife with magic, built at the center of multiple ley lines. It's a place of deep magic and mysticism.
Oh, yes. I know I'm going to like this place.
It's
Is
a
there
place.
a library?
There's a church.
Maybe later. Tavern will do for now.
Okay. So Adara and Euphoria, you approach a small collection of buildings serving as the town's center. A creaking, weathered sign shows the Dog and Pony. The streets are quiet and empty, save for occasional floating lights that appear as you make your way to the inn. The inn is empty, except for a bright-horned familiar tiefling and a dark-haired female half-elf reading behind the bar. She looks up, surprised to see anyone new come through her doors, and exclaims, "More adventurers! Oh, blessed be! Come in, have a seat."
Does Shy look up at this?
Shy's reading a book.
Oh, good. Good.
Although her passive perception is 14.
It's okay, because Euphoria will address Shy and Draconic and go, "Friends!"
Yeah, Shy will kind of start at that, closing the book abruptly, and then gazing up to familiar two tieflings. We'll kind of like cough. Just goes, yes. Good to see you. And, in Draconic.
I'm gonna discreetly kick Euphoria so that she switches to a language that the rest of us can understand.
I'm just giving Shy a hard time. That's alright.
No, that's what we do. I'm gonna go up to the bar and sit immediately next to Shy and just go, "How have you been?"
Yeah, Euphoria's gonna, like, follow suit and put, like, Shy in the middle, so she'll sit on the other side.
You cannot escape. It's like Shy just sighs, just a little bit defeated, and goes, "Well, my travels have been quite uneventful lately. I assume that's not going to be the case now."
Nah, we got stuff to fill you in on, and also a cursed ring that we're gonna need you to take a look at some point.
Totally ignoring the bartender.
Yeah, no, but more importantly, could I get stout and whatever you two want?
Of course. What is it that you do want?
I said a stout.
Yeah, she looks at Euphoria and Shy.
Shy is already drinking a cider.
Okay. More cider and I suppose another stout then. Yes, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, did you say a different order?
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, oh, I said a whiskey sour.
Oh, okay. She's like, well, we don't have any sour mix, but I'll bring you a straight whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey's fine.
Whiskey and just like 3 lemons.
Ew!
Yeah. Whiskey and honey, like, that should be doable. Just whiskey and honey.
Oh, you must be one of those fancy folks. We don't have any honey in this bar.
Wow, alright then.
A cider.
You can get a sugar cube and you'll like it.
I guess so.
She comes back with the beverages and profusely apologizes for not having honey or sour mix.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
While she's gone, Adara's just like, Euphoria, this town has like 10 people in it. You gotta
About
recalibrate
that,
expectations.
You said something about a cursed ring. I can actually remove the curse.
Hell yeah. I will take out the cursed ring that we got several adventures ago that I had written down on my old character sheet, but now I have a new character sheet because I'm level 5, and just be like, so it was from a cursed forest where everyone was
Twig blights.
twig blights.
Everybody was twig blights.
Plant zombies.
Shambling mounds.
The Rot Mother's curse.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly something new.
Mm-hmm.
May have to investigate that later. Let's see. And Shai will look over the cursed ring, and then kind of look suspiciously at Adara and is just going, "You don't have any other adventures planned, do you?"
I'm gonna want the ring back if that's what you're asking.
It's like Shai's debating on whether or not she's going to be using this 3rd level spell slot now, or when she departs from Adara.
Well, we are here to investigate sleeping sickness. So, I mean, you heard how excited the barkeep was to spot more adventurers. I think there's some shit going on here.
In that case, keep the ring for now, and by the time I leave, I will have removed the curse. But considering my travels have been quiet when you're not around, I think I'd rather keep that spell slot while you are here.
Can't help that we're fun magnets.
Fun, yes. We need to talk about your definition of fun.
Euphoria has a letter. We're heroes.
Yeah, look, it's all fancy and everything. It's got a little snowflake on it. It's so pretty.
By this point, Aveen, the bartender, comes back, and she sees Euphoria's ocarina. She says, "Are you a musician by trade?"
Yes.
Well, I dabble a bit in the bardic arts myself. Perhaps we should duet sometime.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Of course, don't let it get known around here that magic's your thing.
Why?
Well, about a month ago, Martin Chalet, he was the sweetest little boy. He disappeared from his bed. And then these strange lights started appearing all around town. They never found him, and his parents moved away. And ever since then, children all over town have just been falling asleep and never waking up. They thought that my mother and I had something to do with it because, well, my mother's a cleric, I'm a bard. Magic is kind of our thing, but there's some kind of magic going around here, and it's not us. The Lachlan boy, he was the first one to be affected, I believe, of the sleeping sickness, and he passed on about a month ago. His poor family.
I make a history or arcana check to see if this is something I've heard of before.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
All right. Which one in particular?
You'll find out something different from either one.
Something different from either one, so it's my choice?
Yeah, you can pick.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna... Yep, that's about right. Fortunately, I rolled kind of low, so... let's try... The town seems to be concerned that it's magic, so I'll try Arcana, but it's only a 10.
You can't really tell what's going on. You know there's a lot of magical energy in this town. It reminds you a little bit of necromancy, but it could also be a type of abjuration.
Okay.
You're not really sure if it's like preservation or something else.
Right. I do know there's a sleep spell, but I've never heard of it affecting a town or specifically children. It's usually an area of effect. So I'm a little confused as to what this is.
Well, the last time we dealt with magic going weird, it had to do with banshees? And then, like, the time before that, it was hags. Do you have any hags living in the woods?
If you do, you have to tell us.
Well, now, I don't like to call my mother that, but She's a very old, wise elf. And,
Does she have a coven? We'll put it that way. Does she have a coven?
oh no, she tends the henge.
Oh.
No. She takes care of all of the funerals in town. People get kind of touchy around her because, once you reach 500 years old, humans think that it's a little unnatural that you're still around, but
Man, a city that doesn't particularly care for clerics or bards. That's fun.
Yeah. This is fine.
well, I'm offering 400 gold and before I set up this inn, I used to adventure quite a bit myself, and I have a few magic items you might be interested in if you can figure out what's going on and help the kiddies.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean,
Yes,
we're
I
here.
believe we can at least investigate the problem.
Be delighted to make an effort.
You're not a musician, she says, pointing at Shy.
I am not. I am, however, a cleric.
Mom's gonna love you. I was such a disappointment.
Oh,
Me too.
Oh,
She gives you like a musician high five.
Yeah.
it's like
Wait.
Shai just kind of sighs a little bit and goes, well, depending on her order, she might not
I'm sorry.
be as happy as you think.
The town of halflings that Euphoria grew up in was disappointed that she was a bard.
Well, not disappointed that she was a bard, but Euphoria said that for other reasons.
Said, well, most folks have run away whose kids haven't fallen under the spell, but so you might see some abandoned houses, but she kind of points out the front door and says, those two right there with the lights on, that one's the Dugan house. Their daughter was the most recent one who took sick. And the Lachlan house is that other one down the way. And like I said, that was the first boy who passed last month. At least the nice thing about all these weird spirit lights showing up is that well, you don't get lost in the dark.
Spirit lights? Is that new information?
Yeah, you saw on your way in there were all sorts of like floating orbs.
Shai
Alright.
probably thought they were because of the ley lines.
Yeah, there were floating lights.
But if they've only happened recently,
So,
'cause
Well,
oh, sorry.
they did say they appeared, right? They started appearing.
Yeah, about a month ago, I think. Yeah, after Marin died.
was it just one, or like a cluster of them appeared at once?
I don't really remember. I think they started down by the quarry.
Oh Lord.
Well, that would be a good place to investigate first.
You said your mom tends to a henge.
Oh yes, Boss Henge.
How far is that from here?
Oh, it's just down the road.
Is it near the quarry?
It's on the way to the quarry, actually. Just be mindful you don't fall in the swamp.
All right.
Is there something particularly bad about this specific swamp? Or,
Just sturges and alligators.
hate sturges? Alright.
I don't really like the swamp myself.
Well, I mean, the only folk who really do like swamps are
Sturges and
Never mind, I'm not
alligators?
gonna- Yeah.
Now, well, my ex, she used to love going frog gigging in that swamp, actually. And we served frog legs here before she and I broke up. But that's neither here nor there.
Alright.
All right.
Do you need a place to stay for the night?
What time is it?
Let's say it's getting to be like late afternoon.
Okay. I like how we continually arrive somewhere, go to the tavern, order hard liquor, and then find out it's like mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, I'm gonna have 3 whiskeys. It's 2 p.m.? That's fine.
It's like 4.
Oh, well, then it's okay.
Yeah, we'll need a place to stay.
Says, well, normally I charge a couple silvers for that, but since you're a fellow artist, how about you just provide entertainment with me if any customers besides yourselves come in, and we'll call it a deal?
Yeah, that's a deal.
We enjoy entertainment. We can be a very fun audience if you want an audience.
Yeah, it's.
We're rowdy as fuck.
Shy raises an eyebrow at Adara.
I'm rowdy as fuck.
Entertained audiences drink more and pay more for drinks. If your drinks are on the house, I don't really need to put on the effort, dear.
All right. Just didn't know if you were hurting for someone to hear your song.
Quite all right. She gives a wink to Euphoria.
Okay.
So, Henge, then Quarry? We just going
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to talk to the Dugans or the Lachlan's, they're still up.
I think that would be a good idea.
So they are on your way out of town.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll do that then.
Yeah. Which
Whiskey for the road?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Give me your wineskin.
We're gonna have.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no.
She
Just
fills
like,
that up with all
great.
whiskey.
As
Hands
a
it back.
as
I'm the
a
designated driver for this adventure.
as a bartender, I know how much that should have cost, right?
Yes.
I will pay double because
Okay.
she's
I'll
been
chip
nice.
in. Yeah.
But also let me know how much I should mark off for a
I
wineskin
was
full
gonna
of
at
whiskey.
least leave her.
She
a
said
tip.
it's on the house.
I don't care. I'm giving her money.
Yeah.
It'd be about 2 gold.
Okay, that's fine. I will give her 2 gold. Is that before or after it gets doubled?
After.
Okay. I appreciate the spirit of the free drinks, but
The spirit of the spirits?
yeah, the spirit,
Yes.
that's funny. I appreciate the spirit, but have run bar before and know that you need to eat too. So, thanks.
All right. Let's go talk to some parents.
It's like, and plus we don't know when we're going to be back to make good on that entertainment.
Everything will
So-
go fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've heard that before.
So which house will you head to? There's the Dugans, which were the most recent to have a sick child, or the Lachlan's, which were the first to have a sleeping sickness child.
Which one do you think would be less traumatized team to be approached by 3 tieflings demanding the story of their child's death or ill falling?
I know Shy would like to examine a live child with the sickness first,
That's fair.
if at all possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can warm ourselves up with the parents who had just had a child recently fall asleep versus dealing with parents who are probably still very much grieving.
All right.
Plus,
Ugh.
if this is a curse, Shy might be able to remove it.
Ooh.
I forgot to mention at the top of this stream, tonight's adventure deals with infanticide and child endangerment. So if this is a trigger for you, we love you and we'll see you next week. And I should have said that already, and I apologize. I try and get those right at the top. Anyway, back to the show.
It's my fault because my internet hates me. I take the blame.
We all got thrown for a loop there.
Sorry. So, a few floating orbs illuminate the wide dirt roads, and iron horseshoes adorn the tops of every doorway. As you approach the Dugan house, you hear soft voices from within.
What are they
Euphoria
talking
knocks.
about?
Oh. Sorry.
You kind of hear just muffled speech. You could give me a perception check if you want to try and listen real hard.
I'm nosy as shit. I do.
Okay.
Not great. Oh, my numbers are bigger because we leveled up. Oh, weird. Okay. 13.
It's hard to tell exactly what they're saying, but you do hear two men talking, and they sound anxious.
All right.
Well, here we go. And then Euphoria knocks.
The door opens, and you see a young man standing there. Yes, were you sent by Aveen? What?
Yes.
My apologies. My name's Peric. My husband is back with our daughter Bridget. You might have heard she took sick with the sleeping illness recently. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
If it isn't a lot of trouble, could you answer a few questions? And I'm a bit of a healer. I could see if I recognize the symptoms.
That would be wonderful. We tried every kind of medicine and healing spell that we know of, and I know Grata at the Henge took a look at her too, but we can't. Nothing seemed to work. Couldn't help to have another person. Come on in. He leads you through a small but clean home into a tiny bedroom where you see another young man sitting next to a bed, holding the hand of a child whose eyes are wide open, staring at the ceiling. The eyes are almost like glazed over, although they are like wide open. And her breathing from you can see it looks like she's asleep.
Ugh.
Yeah, I want to make some sort of examination.
Yeah, you can give me a medicine check or an Arcana check, whatever you'd like.
I think I'll go with a medicine check first.
Okay.
Can I assist? Because I'm actually kind of okay at medicine too.
Yeah.
Get advantage.
Okay, that's 15.
Okay. Examining her, you hear like kind of a death rattle coming out of her breath, like that shallow breath someone has right before they die. And you can tell she's alive, but she smells kind of like undeath.
Oh, now I want to do an Arcana check because that's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a 26.
Oh.
So you can't tell exactly what this is, but it's clear that there's some kind of... She's in a suspended state due to some sort of necromancy.
But suspended, kind of on the in-between for some reason.
Yeah. Like, you would, given that ridiculously good roll, I would say you can tell that there's some kind of soul binding happening here. The man holding her hand just says, she lay down to go to sleep, and then one of those floating lights that are all over town just appeared above her head, and then she looked like this. Can you wake her up, ma'am?
Not yet, but I think I have a bit of a better understanding now of what's going on. Not all of it, but a bit. I think I need to examine those lights.
This as well. They're most often seen around the quarry and the swamp and the henge. Isn't that right? And Perrick, who opened the door, said, yeah, that's what folks have been saying. If you can't heal her, we're probably going to take her out of town and see if that does anything.
With the soul binding, do I know what would happen if they took her out of town?
Give me an Arcana check.
Let's begin good one. That's a 14.
She would definitely die.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would not advise that. Not at this stage.
Okay.
There's something here that is affecting her, but it's got a hold. If you take her farther away, I don't think anything good will happen. I think it would hasten her sickness.
Adari, you hear one of them muttering under his breath, well, there's not much good happening right here. But thank you, yes. Please help our little girl.
Shy gives a nod and kind of turns to the other two. If there's anything, I think I've got all the information I can.
Then I think we'll be on our way and we'll be out of your hair. We're gonna do some investigating around town.
Well, you know where we are.
Just a quick question though. Was Bridget playing near the quarry the day she fell sick?
No, I don't let my kids near the quarry.
Just a question. Or the henge?
Well, you know, we had been pushing to have a funeral for Marin, even though there wasn't a body. We might have brought her to Secrata. I don't remember. The henge is where we bury our dead.
I understand.
And well, Marin's folks were gone, so you know, folks in town were saying there wasn't much of a need for a funeral, but well, Bridget and some of the other kids here were friends with him, and you know, I know his family's gone and we don't have a body, but it would be nice for the kids to say goodbye.
Yeah, I understand that. All right, well thank you for your time.
Is it weird that there wasn't a body for the kid that died? Like, based on, you know, this, it seems like there would be one. So is this something that the bartender had already told us about, or is that...
She had told you that this kid had disappeared from his bed one night, and then lights started appearing.
Right.
And
okay.
his family left.
Okay.
And then shortly thereafter, other kids in town started like contracting the sleeping sickness.
So when kids die from this in general, I'll ask them, I guess, do they leave bodies, or was Marin special?
Marin didn't have it. He just up and vanished. We thought he'd run away, but I'm not really sure at this point. I mean, could have been kidnapping. Maybe.
What about the other family that Jess has forgotten the name of?
The Lachlan's? The first ones to have it?
Yes, yeah.
Well, Rian, he was one of Birgit's friends. He passed about a week after he got the sickness. But there was definitely a body there. I mean, well, I didn't see it, but there was a funeral.
All right. Well, I think that's all that we have for you for now. We'll check back in once we take a look around.
The one Remy, who'd been sitting and holding Brigid's hand, stands up. Just says, I'm sorry we don't have any money to offer you. We spent it all on medicine and cures that didn't work, but
don't worry about it. The bartender's name,
Aveen.
Aveen, has taken care of it.
The two men kind of look at each other, and one of them sort of smiles and says, she's a good woman.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Heading out with the glowing orbs illuminating your path.
I want to examine those glowing orbs just a little bit closer. I thought they were just an effect of the ley lines, but now they're looking real suspicious.
Looking like
They're
child
looking
souls.
suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
You could give me an Arcana check on those glowing orbs.
Oh, yeah.
How high up are they floating? Can I
Like
touch
shoulder
one?
height.
Oh, so we can touch one.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
Are
be
you
it.
going to examine an orb by touching it?
Can I use Mage Hand
Going to
to
try
touch
and-
it?
Going to try not to touch it. I don't know what it is.
So, would you like to give me a nature or Arcana check just by looking at it, or do you want to try and like stick your finger in the light?
Okay, possibly gently want to just barely touch it.
Do you want me to do it with Mage Hand?
What's this?
No, because that won't give me enough information. I got a 23.
You got
Shy.
a 23 to touch it.
Are you
For
putting your
Arcana.
finger in a magic item that you don't know what it does?
I know this is a stupid idea.
That doesn't
but
seem very wise. This
I
seems
love that you did that.
at least I'm not putting it in my mouth, Dara.
Hey, fingers have to touch it before the teeth can touch it.
So your finger goes through the light, and you take 8 lightning damage.
Oh.
Yep. I had a feeling something like that would happen, but that's okay.
Do you want me to figure out what it is? Because I can use, like, Mage Hand, and then can I cast Identify through Mage Hand? Can that work?
I mean, you would be doing that as a ritual, correct?
Yeah.
Just follow
Like
the
if I
orb
just-
around for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now that
I'm
this
willing
is
to
not an
blow
object. So Identify will
Okay.
not help you.
Okay, I was willing to blow a spell slot to find out quicker what.
That's why I was
It's-
helping you, because I
Thank
know you
you.
don't have many.
Yes, well, that hurt. And, perhaps we should move on for now. But that's told me something.
So they're just little balls of lightning?
Dara or Euphoria?
Something like that.
Yeah.
You may give me a nature check or a Arcana check, because you have encountered something very similar to this before.
Little wasp.
I think Shy might have as well.
You might have
If this is
too.
what I think.
If it was a wisp, Idara wasn't there, but Shy was.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, Adara can't do it, but yes.
I got a 22.
Yeah, this is definitely a will-o'-the-wisp.
Oh, it's, yeah.
And they're all over town.
Oh, this is not good.
Yeah, they're a bunch of wisps. Yikes. Alright, don't touch them again. Don't make them aggro.
They don't seem hostile. It's just like hanging out, living life.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that was what fooled Shy. It's just like they were just hanging around and not really doing anything. But now it's confirmed. That is not a good sign.
Do you wanna keep poking it?
No.
No.
We're not gonna make them aggro.
All right.
So, arriving at the Lachlan house, it's quiet. You see thick cloth curtains covering the windows, letting only the dimmest flicker of light through. Excuse me.
But there is light.
There is light.
Cool.
Oh, we're not stopping at the Lachlan's?
This is the Lachlan's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Second verse, same as the first.
Yep.
Yep.
Knock.
Bam, bam, bam.
The door creaks open, and you see a haggard looking man. Yes, you have a good reason for being here.
Yes. Vane sent us. We're looking into the sleeping sickness, and we were wondering if we could have a minute or two of your time.
Well, what is it that you want?
We just wanted to ask a couple of questions to see if you had noticed anything out of the ordinary. The day that... Do we know the name of the child? It was Marin? No, that was the first child. The second child...
Marin was the one who disappeared. You also know that his child has died.
Yes. I didn't know if we knew that child's name, because I
You
was
don't.
going to use it.
Oh, yes, you did, actually. Rian.
Riam. If Riam happened to... If you knew if Riam happened to play at the quarry, or maybe the henge, the day that they fell sick.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yes.
Which is why I was letting her do the talking.
That's
Weird.
16.
Okay. This is well. Come on in, but keep your voices down. My wife is in mourning. She's stricken with grief.
We understand.
He looks at Shy in her armor, just as you could leave your boots outside.
Of course.
Try not to clank around too much.
I'm afraid I can't promise that, but I will try.
So he opens the door a little wider to let the three of you in. And you see a small living area with a table and chairs. There's a large hearth against one wall and a couple torches. On the other side, there is a small hallway that leads off. As well. Don't make yourselves at home, but have a seat, I suppose. What is it? What is it you want to know?
Yeah, so did Ram happen to play at the quarry or the henge before they fell sick? Do you remember?
No, we took good care of Rian.
Right, I just didn't know if Riam had played with the other children, either at the henge or at the quarry.
He was a popular boy. He was a good boy. He had many friends. But what I think happened is the mines have been yielding a lot more than you would think dried up old quarry would. I think Grata, that witch at the henge, did some ritual wrong where the miners met some monster out there and made a deal for surplus iron in return for the lifeblood of our families. You know, I was one of the first miners in this town. I gave it up when I had my boy.
What is it you do for work now?
I'm a blacksmith.
Was Ram friends with Marin? Or close friends with Marin?
I believe so. I wasn't home much when he was awake. My wife knew more, took care of the day-to-day, but I suppose he was friends with all the children. Guess that he
Okay.
was quite a popular lad.
Okay.
Once Maya, my wife, is recovered from her grief, we'll be leaving town.
That's understandable.
Shame what happened to Marin.
When Marin passed, did your family happen to attend the funeral for Marin?
Has there
They
been a
did.
funeral yet?
There hasn't.
For Marin?
Mm-mm.
Is the
Marin
family
was the kid with the body,
No.
or without the body.
Yeah. And the family was like, we were talking about whether we wanted to have a funeral for him or not since there's no body.
And no
then-
family.
Yeah, and no family.
Oh, I thought they had done it in
Mm-mm.
respect of Marin before we got there. So that's
No, they
my
just discussed it.
misunderstanding. Got it. Okay.
I was like, is this a trick question for him?
Roll
No.
a deception check.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
It's okay.
Hang on, Just Pack is calculating. I'm trying to think of other questions I had.
Did the child encounter any of the orbs before they got sick?
The orbs around town, you mean?
Yes,
Mhm.
did they touch one of the orbs? Or
No.
Hmm.
No, he just closed his eyes and never opened them again.
Did he?
So you see on face.
No, but it's just like his eyes are closed. We've seen the child who's still sick. Hers are open.
That's true.
Yeah, can I insight check?
You can absolutely insight check him.
That's a 21.
Ooh.
He was lying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Is there a way that I can trick him in? I'm trying to think. Is there a way we could trick him into saying that he's like outright lying?
Anyway, if I've answered all your questions, it's painful talking about my son's death, and I'd like to ask you to leave.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time. And then, like, Euphoria is just gonna look, like, give a very pointed look at Indara and Shy and kind of, like, tilt her head towards the door.
Yeah, Shai's just gonna give a bit of a nod and head towards the door.
Any of you can give me a perception check as well.
Yeah.
All I've been doing is standing here and watching. I will perceive. Rolling like ass. That's an 11. And
I
that's
got a
with
14.
advantage.
17.
Adara, this looks like a very clean house.
I don't belong here.
Euphoria, what did you get?
I got a 14.
This looks like a clean house,
Yeah.
but something's weird about it.
Oh,
Shy, you see that there's no food or like basic household goods in here, and the hearth doesn't seem to have any soot in it. It looks unused.
Well, that's odd.
Is he a ghost?
Well, wait. He said that his wife was in grieving. Can Euphoria listen for sounds of crying?
It's eerily quiet in here.
Yeah, so Euphoria's just gonna like nod and like kind of like tilt her head more towards the door. I think we've asked all the questions we could ask, and then we'll go outside.
All right.
The door slams behind you, and you hear a lock click.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is definitely hiding something.
Oh yeah, he was lying through his teeth about the
Rian.
kid. Yeah, Rian closing his eyes and never open them again.
Well,
You know that
the symptoms didn't match.
And also he said his wife was grieving the loss of their child, but there was no woman crying inside that house.
There was also no food, no ash in the stove, nothing to indicate that people are living there exactly.
Well, do we want to make ourselves scarce for a bit and see if maybe we can get him to maybe lose his temper? I know that seems really cruel, but like it seems like he's hiding something.
What's your plan for being scarce and making him lose his temper? Because usually that works much better if you're in person.
Or
Are you having this conversation right outside of the
No,
house, by the way?
No, we've been walking
we would've
away.
walked away.
You know, that
Well,
might get a
or
reaction
not-
out of him, though.
not maybe like making him lose his temper, like maybe to just like put him off like being even keeled, I guess, like rattling at the windows to see if he reacts, like with thaumaturgy, just rattle the windows and rattle the door. And
You want to haunt him?
I guess.
I really don't think we have the time for this. I would rather investigate.
Well, is there anything like around the outside of his house, like in his garden or anything, that looks weird?
He has a small but not well kept garden. It looks like it's it would be the house that everyone in the neighborhood complains about.
All right. He said he was a blacksmith, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can check out his forge.
Would that
Maybe he's
be
got-
at the house or
I don't think so.
like a
I
shop?
think it's its own shop, is it not?
Most likely. I doubt he would want to chance burning his house down by having the forge so close.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm, not opposed to harassing a grieving parent, but feels like maybe we had more action items that were like more immediately relevant to the sleeping sickness that we can like kind of circle back on this one.
Yes, and I think it was rather curious that he tried to throw the blame on the cleric at the henge.
Yeah. Especially since the last family we talked to expressed that she had, tried to help.
He may be the source of the rumors that have been turning against magic users.
Maybe he was dabbling with magic.
As you're having this conversation, those glowing orbs start to like encircle the three of you
Oh.
and lead outwards.
All right, you guys have interacted with these before. Does that mean we follow or we go in the opposite direction?
Well, they seem to be rather peaceable at the moment, so I would suggest following them, but keeping an eye.
Yeah,
If we
don't
can't
touch
think
him.
of anything funny.
Yeah,
What
just don't
direction are
touch
they
him.
heading in?
They are heading towards the henge. The quarry is just beyond that. And then there is also a sign, and there's a trail of lights leading that way too, that says Mathar Swamp.
All right, the swamp has sturges. We're going the other way.
Don't touch the wisps.
So you pass by several abandoned houses, and some have lights just floating in place right outside the house. Some of them, lights are circling around the house. But following the trail of these lights, the sun sets, and in the distance behind you, you hear a wail on the wind, but somewhat muffled, like someone's crying from far away. The lights to the south end of the main thoroughfare take you to Bosshenge. A dozen log pillars encircle a graveyard and an orchard. At the southern end of town, soft orbs of lights float throughout. A wooden temple sits outside of the circle, and you see an elderly elf, Grata, who greets you.
By the way, since night has fallen, or at least is beginning to fall, you can now see that Idara's teeth now glow as much as her eyes do. Just heads up.
Yay!
In case
Guys
she
just
wasn't...
raising an eye.
Oh no.
Oh no, the internet.
The
Your
internet.
teeth broke her internet.
Betrayed! But yeah, so in like full darkness, she's just gone full jack-o'-lantern at this point.
I love it.
I
so
will
great.
fill
Shy's
time
horns.
until Xan's internet recovers. It's because we're level 5 and her teeth are magic now.
Eyebrow.
I only caught the word eyebrow.
Yeah. All we got was eyebrows, Anne.
Anyway, eyebrow adds just so. They glow now.
Yeah,
Well-
I think they match my eyes.
Well, didn't they glow a little bit before? They weren't as
They-
bright.
Yeah,
but-
they very faintly glowed, but now they are the same level of bright as her eyes. So she's full Cheshire Cat. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like Shy's like between the two of us.
You really light up a room.
Yeah.
Yes.
thanks. Yeah, no, I think they feel sharper. Ow. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So we have Grata in front of us.
Welcome. Are you here to pay your respects or to take a tour of the henge? My name's Grata. I'm the cleric of these graves.
Your daughter sent us.
Oh, she's a sweet girl. How is her little dog and pony situation going?
It's going. So we're here to look into the sleeping sickness that's kind of been a problem for your town. You mind talking about that with us?
Well, I'm not really sure what I can say about that. I've tried to help the children. I've buried some of the ones that have passed.
Yeah.
But,
So I understand that you helped out the.
That's my bad. Only one has passed. JK.
So I understand you've helped out Bridget.
Yes, I wasn't able to do anything for that poor girl, but there'll
Um,
be a place for her here at Bosshenge when her time comes.
did you also help Rain?
Reen came to me after he'd passed. I didn't tend to the body. He was just buried in the family tomb. You know, we use that orchard over there. The fruits as part of guidance to bring the spirits to the afterlife. The ley lines are very powerful here. This used to be a prized grove for druids, but, well, nobody but me remembers those days.
Yeah. So I understand that these wisps started showing up after Marin left, or Marin disappeared.
Oh, yes, there's a bunch of them over there. And you see there's like one section of the graveyard where there's a concentration of these lights. Says, yes, they appeared about a month ago, and magic's funny in this town. Anywhere in a fairy hill where ley lines are concentrated, it's going to be strange goings on in a place of power. So I didn't think too much of it, but it is interesting that they picked that spot in particular.
What's that spot?
Well, that's where the anyone who wasn't able to receive last rites is buried. So travelers, adventurers, or if someone comes into town with a body and we don't know their name, that's where they go.
Oh.
Like that happen enough that you need a specific place?
Well, over several hundred years, you get quite a few.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
So the children that you've seen with the sleeping sickness, did they all trying to figure out a way to phrase this that doesn't make me sound like a healthcare worker? Did they all present with the same symptoms, or did they all look the same?
The open eyes, yes, it's strange, and seeming like, well, not cold to the touch, but that raspy breathing. Yes, there wasn't anything I could do. Necromancy's not exactly my trade, but
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody in town whose trade it is?
Oh, not that I know of.
What's your relationship with the blacksmith?
Blacksmith. Oh,
Lachlan?
oh, Diane Lachlan, yes. Poor man. Yes, Rian was the first with the sickness, and, well,
It seemed that he didn't really know too much about his daughter's son's sickness. He gave us wrong information. And his
well,
home
grief does
looks-
funny things to memory. And it's not like he's a cleric or a surgeon. He might have forgotten.
But he mentioned that his child's eyes were closed instead of being open, which struck us as odd.
And that he just never woke up.
Well, that is a bit odd, I'll admit. They might have been closed after he passed. I'm not really. I mean, we do close the eyes of the dead,
Does he
especially
have a wife?
for open casket funerals, but
Does Dion have a wife? He said that
yes,
she was in
Maya.
grief.
Have you spoken with her recently?
Oh no, I live out here at the Henge, so I'm pretty much the wild woman of the woods to Mathar, and I don't really speak to anyone unless they come out here for a funeral or some kind of blessing, or, well, the fruits from the trees we give to poor folks occasionally. They know they can come here and get a good bite to eat and a healthy snack.
You said that there was a family tomb that Rain was buried in. Is that around here?
Oh yes, it's over that way, dear. Take a look around the orchard. It's a very peaceful place.
Right,
You see
yeah.
there's like mounds of graves, and there's a section that is like marked as the Lachlan when did I say plateau? Plot. The Lachlan plot.
Yeah.
Plateau. There's
Euphoria's
hundreds
gonna-
of them.
Yeah. Euphoria's gonna go nosing over there.
Yeah, Shy will as well.
There's a lot of graves over there. One of them smaller and fresher than the others.
Can I just kind of watch the congregation of will-o-wisps while they're doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping an eye on it. I don't know anything about will-o-wisps. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but just, if they get up to something, I want to know about it.
Yeah, you can see they're all hanging out on a section of unmarked graves.
Is there any, I guess, grave over here that looks like an adult's and is recent?
It looks like what?
An adult-sized grave.
Oh,
And is
No.
you're wondering if he killed his wife?
Mm-hmm. And the sleeping sickness was her way of getting back.
Hmm.
No, there doesn't seem to be an adult size, like, recent grave. There's plenty of adult graves.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Then Euphoria's gonna then wander towards the unmarked stuff.
Okay. Whiffs. Will-o'-the-wisps, just vibing.
Okay. Yeah, so how recent is the stuff over here then in this corner?
Give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Or a survival check.
You do one, I'll do the other, because I'm also over there
Yes,
looking around.
yes.
Oh,
I got a
grab...
20 for investigation.
All right. Ooh. I got a 16 for survival.
Okay. They don't seem to be particularly recent. It's not newly turned like the month ago grave. You would guess that older than several months.
Okay.
Hmm.
How many wisps are vibing?
Probably about 60.
60?
That is a lot.
All right. So the number of wisps to number of children is not 1-to-1.
And it's not just... Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There are so many wisps in this town. So wispy.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
we're not
man.
even to the quarry yet. I have a feeling.
Yeah, so I guess I'll come back and ask Grata, do the children play at the quarry at all? They have to come by you to go to the quarry, don't they not?
Oh, yes. Well, the children don't play at the quarry. It's dangerous there, and, well...
Well, you know how children are. They give each other bets and stuff. I've done pretty foolish things when I was a kid.
Well, no one's mined that quarry in a while since it ran dry. So perhaps children come by and go play, but I certainly hope not. It's a dangerous place.
That's strange. Lachlan said that it had been... It gave the impression that it had been reopened.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
That's a 6. She's a sweet old woman, and I don't suspect a goddamn thing.
Well, his family is one of the old mining families, and, well, he's never worked in the quarry himself, but his grandfather did. He was a handsome fellow.
He said that he worked in the quarry until Rain was born.
I bet he wished he'd worked in the quarry. It's a much more interesting job than smithing. But no, Mathar's been running low on iron for about 100 years. You might have seen the horseshoes around to ward off the spirits, like you could do such a thing in a town like this.
Whatever gives people comfort, I guess. It's like throwing salt over your shoulder when you knock over the salt shaker.
Now that actually is a good way to protect yourself against certain types of fiends.
Didn't know that, but we'll keep that in our back pocket.
Yeah, it'll throw salt in their eye. Anyway.
Some fiends are super tasters, and they have very sensitive taste buds, and a couple of them are allergic to saffron. So if you can get your hands on saffron and throw that over your shoulder, it's very pricey, but it might save your life.
I'm gonna insight check that one, but Shai's taking notes.
Mhm.
Atara's just like, why not just cilantro?
That's a 17.
Based on what you know of fiends, you would gather that it was more like a fiend sneezed really hard, getting saffron in its nose. And not to waste your money that way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, pepper would do just as well.
All right.
Oh, I can't use pepper. It's too spicy from my tongue.
Mm.
Now, don't think that I'm a fiend.
Alright.
So do we want to press on to the quarry tonight, team? So we're already most of the way here. But it is
Yeah.
also getting to be night.
Oh, all the
You
better
said
to
that and
see
you
the
hear
glowing
another
orbs
scream
with.
coming from the town.
Oh, wait.
Scream.
From the town?
Like a whale. It's hard to tell. It's on the wind.
Okay.
Alright, we should go back.
Yeah,
It's
then.
never
not like
mind,
a
we're go-
present scream. It's just like a distant whale.
Oh, right. We're heading back to the town, though, because what?
Yeah. Alright, we gotta go. It was nice talking with you, Grata.
Actually, is that normal? The
You already
wailing?
heard one when you were leaving the town.
No, I'm asking her. Does that happen, like, nightly?
You know, I thought that was just tinnitus. But it's nice to know I'm not the only one.
Okay.
So it's been ongoing?
Oh, for the last month or so, it's been terribly
Oh, Lord.
unpleasant. Keeps me up.
All right.
It's a banshee. She's trying to keen the she's trying to keen the dead.
Again!
Again. Alright, we gotta go back. We gotta
Yep.
talk to the banshee.
All right. Thank you for your help.
Be safe.
you as well.
Jog back to town.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the wisps.
The wisps are doing that circling around you thing, like they're trying to pull you elsewhere, but you may continue to head back to town.
I really think that the wisps are trying to tell us something.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's screaming going on, and we need, if it's a banshee, we gotta talk to her. We gotta talk to her and figure out what's going on.
On the other hand, they've made it this far just fine. Screaming's not like a new development, so...
Alright, well, what do you want to do? First, you want to go back to town, now you want to go to the quarry. Make up your mind. You
Do
coming
we
or
want to split the
going?
party?
I'm kind of with Shy, I think.
It's like Shy at this point is like whatever is affecting the children has to do with these these wisps. So I'm willing to follow the wisps.
One to the quarry,
And-
one to the swamp, one back to town. Let's do it.
No! Ugh. Yeah, Idara's initial reaction was like, screaming, we should go there. Followed by like, oh no, it's just like a regular scream, that's fine. We can worry about that at our leisure.
It's like if it's
Is
a
it a
continuous.
regular scream? Because it's muffled, right? That's weird. Because like, why would a scream sound muffled? Yeah, Euphoria doesn't feel right about this, and I think I want to go back to town. I think Euphoria wants to go back and like investigate where the screaming's coming from.
Are we splitting the party?
I think we might be. Sounds like we
All
are.
right.
It might be.
Let's make it a spicy episode. We'll split.
Oh
the
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
do this.
boy.
Let's do the thing we're never supposed to do. Let's go.
It always turns out great, especially when there's only 3 PCs.
Mm-hmm.
So Euphoria is heading back to town. Where are the other two of you heading? Are you also going your separate ways, or are you sticking together?
I'm
I think-
going with Shy.
Yes.
Yeah, we're following the
I'm
wisps.
I'm thinking the wisps are leading us to the quarry.
Okay.
That seemed to be the general direction, so I'm going that direction and see if the wisps approve of my actions.
Okay.
If they continue to vibe.
Soft light illuminates a meteoric crater northeast of Mathar. A path leads down. Oh, it wasn't on the way there. I lied. It is now. A path leads down into a quarry with a small mining and smelting camp, unused and in disrepair. There are several of these wisps, the ones that were kind of circling around you, stop. And you see looking ahead that there are several wisps smack in the center of the quarry that aren't like kind of vibing. They look frozen in place.
Now that's strange. Like frozen, completely unmoving, or do
The
they look
others
like...
have been doing kind of like some floaty stuff. These are like, they're still glowing, but they look almost trapped or stuck.
That's not a good sign. I'm going to go closer and investigate that.
Okay.
I'm coming with, but I want to. If Shy's like investigating the magic, I want to be like 3 steps back and 2 to the side.
Okay. Feel free to give me a perception or investigation check.
I will perceive. Finally! First good roll of the night, 25.
Yay. Which one was that?
Perception.
Okay. Shai, were you doing investigation?
Yes.
Or were you not rolling at all?
Well, I will be doing investigation. That
Okay.
would be a 12.
Okay. So, Idara, standing back and looking over things, you see that Grata was correct, and this quarry doesn't appear to have been mined for a long time, although the ground is littered with bones.
Whose bones?
Bones of human, like adult-sized people in torn clothing. Getting closer to those wisps, Shy, you see that about 2 months ago, in the area where these lights are concentrated, there was some iron, cold iron, mined and smelted here. And as you are looking, some rumbling from beneath the ground trembles beneath your feet, yours and Adara's. And 5 creatures emerge. And let's roll some initiative.
Well.
Yep. This sounds great.
Oh boy, glad I went here. Glad I rolled a 1 and a 2 on my initiative with advantage rolls. For 6.
I got a 17.
Okay. They got a 3, so you're in luck.
Wow.
Euphoria, I will be with you in just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you gonna do, Shy?
Please describe the creatures.
Yes, please.
They look like human-sized cockroaches with big feely antennae.
Shy doesn't know what those are, I don't think. I do. This could be fun. All right, so really glad I have all my spell slots.
Level 5. Level 5. Oh, I just remembered I'm a fighter. I'm still pumped.
Yep. Definitely going to start off with a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Because it's bonus, and we'll attack whichever one is in front.
They've kind of like encircled you.
Perfect.
Then we'll hit the one that's blocking our escape at this point. Just in case. I have a feeling Idara is going to want to attack one of the ones in front, but ooh, yes, that is a crit. So.
Yeah.
Be 2d8.
So do 8 and then roll another die. Roll the
Right.
other d8 and then add that to it.
Okay. And I got max damage, so
Nice.
16?
16 plus spellcasting modifier plus 7, so that would be 23.
Okay. The critter seems like taken aback, but it is not dead.
No? Well, I still have my action, so I'm going to hit it with my mace. So,
Yay!
let's go.
Give it a hit.
That'd be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay,
You whiffed.
that's fine.
Adara, what will you do?
All right, I see Shy attacking one. There's 5 total, and I'm not a complete idiot, so I'm gonna go for the one that Shy was already attacking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swing my scimitar at it. That is a 24 to hit.
Yes, you hit.
Sweet. Then please take 14 points of magic silver slashing damage.
Hey, that actually matters this time.
Ooh. See, this is
And-
why I say it every time.
That one goes down.
Nice. All right. With my extra attack, because I'm a fighter and I'm level 5, so I get an extra attack now. I'm going to attack the one that's to the left of that one.
Okay.
Just start moving my way around the circle. That is a 16 to hit.
Yes, that does indeed hit.
Neat. Then, oh my god, another 14 points of same damage.
Okay, cool. The magic part matters.
Fair. I'm going to, there's a lot of them and there's 2 of us. I'm going to action surge.
Do it.
Which means I get both attacks again. Because it's one action. I just Googled this. So,
Hit them up.
hit them up. 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right. That is 11 points of damage.
Sweet. It's still up.
All right. Extra attack. That is a 25.
You hit.
All right. That is 12 points of damage.
That goes down.
All right. And then I'm just going to turn to the next cockroach in line. And I'm going to bite it.
Do it.
Fuck you. 19 to hit.
You hit.
All right. That is 10 points of bite, which is now magical, but is not silvered.
The magic is what matters. Okay. Now, the
Crunch.
one that you have just bit. Adara, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Studded leather.
Studded leather. Okay, cool. Those are metal studs.
Sure are.
This thing reaches down with its antenna to like nuzzle your armor. And I would like you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Whew. 23.
You're fine.
22.
The other 2 are going to go zoop to Shy.
Yep.
And Shy, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is great. This is great.
Mm.
That'd be a 13.
You are fine, actually.
Ha. Good, good.
Well done. And it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. All right. And something I forgot to mention for those of you who are new in chat, Shy's spiritual weapon is a book, so she's literally throwing the book at her enemies.
I'm going to squash some bugs with a book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's hit another man-sized cockroach with a book. That would be 16 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Are you going for... Oh, one of the ones on either side of you, obviously.
Yes, so that would be an 8 plus 4. I'm attacking the one that Adara bit,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Then
Can you reach that one without?
I'm gonna say then they will both get like opportunity antenna attacks on you.
No, it's a spiritual weapon.
Oh, it's spiritual
So
weapon. Oh, right,
it
JK.
can go wherever it wants.
I'm stupid.
No, you're
I
not.
forgot how D&D works. Yeah, hit it.
Okay. So that was 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still there, but it looks less happy about it now.
Okay, it's less happy. I'm cool with that. I will try to hit one of the ones that's on me with my mace.
Is that a magical mace?
It is not.
Okay.
And I think she's gonna whiff again anyway, because that's a 9.
No, you didn't hit.
Yeah, no.
Are you trying to miss on purpose? Because you know what these are.
I'm actually not trying to miss on purpose. She's just, you know how she is about up close fighting. It's not something that she's comfortable doing anyway.
Yes. Meanwhile, Euphoria, give me a perception check.
Whew.
Oh boy. That's a 16.
We're
That's
fine.
better than I was expecting.
We're fine. We got this.
As you head back to town, you hear that wailing again, but it's on the wind, and it's hard to tell where it's coming from, but it does seem closer as you head townward.
All right. I'm gonna start walking close to, what's his face's house to see if it gets louder.
The Laughlin's house? Okay.
Lachlan, yeah.
It's not like a constant wail. It's kind of sporadic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head that way and just hang out for a little bit. And back to Adara.
Whew. All right. I'm gonna attack the one in front of me with my scimitar.
Do it.
21.
Yep.
Cool. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay. And that's a magical scimitar.
Sure is.
It's still up?
Fine. Extra attack. That is a 17.
Yep.
And another 10 points of damage.
It goes down.
Neat. And I'm gonna move up to one of the ones on Shy. Neither one of those has been hurt yet, right?
Nope.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna bite the one closer to me.
Okay.
I don't know if I do. 14?
You just make it as you
all right.
crunch through that carapace.
Ooh, delicious. 9 points of magic bite damage.
Okay. Wouldn't it be terrible? Well, your teeth wouldn't rust, actually. I was like, what if you had metal teeth?
Oh my god. And veneers on. My silver
You
teeth.
have like a grill?
no!
Okay. We'll talk about that in the Patreon chat. We'll talk about giving you different types of grills for different attacks.
Please.
It is now their turn, and they are still going to try and like rub their antennas on Shy. So please give me 2 dexterity saving throws.
One of them isn't gonna aim for me because I just showed up and like chomped it real good.
Shy is covered in metal, really.
Shy has a
so-
lot more metal
That's
on her.
fair.
Okay, so I got a 15 and a 9.
Okay, so your armor is AC is reduced by 1. As
that's
one of those
lovely.
feelers just rusts a little hole through it.
I bet it's part of the shield, I'm thinking. Because it's held out in front, and I'm just like, oh, you've got to be kidding me.
It's like nom nom nom. And now it's Shy's turn.
Just kind of looking at disgust at this thing eating through her shield. Well, the book seems to be doing great, so let's continue with the book.
Books are never
Going
the
for
wrong
the
choice.
injured one or the one that just took a chomp out of your shield?
Kind of just want to do the one that just took a chomp out of my shield.
Go for it.
That seems like a great idea.
By the way, if you like these creatures, play A Day with the Fae and you can have a baby version.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
I have been rolling really good on damage tonight, so that is another 12
Sweet.
points of force damage.
What would
And-
you like to do next?
Seeing that, yeah, it's like I can do another spell. Can't I? Because it doesn't do a spell to move the...
I forgot you
not.
did a spell.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, was that a thing?
Uh-oh.
It was a thing.
You're on a ley line.
Oh.
That's okay. Roll a D100 for me, please. Or roll a D100 for me.
Okay, this is happening. Right, let's go for this.
You summon an ancient blue dragon.
Okay. So, I believe this means I got a 70 because
70,
I got the 70 on that dice and then the 0 on the other one.
Yep.
So we will say this takes effect after you cast the spell that you're about to cast right now.
Okay, all right. I had not even decided what I was going to cast.
Then if not, it will retroactively take effect, like a delayed reaction to your spell.
You're legally obligated to cast something now.
Yeah, I'm legally obligated. How about Sacred Flame?
Okay.
Sounds great. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
2 can
Cool.
play at that game.
It's a 13.
13. That fails. So. Grand total of 1 radiant damage, but you
Sweet.
know, it's pretty.
So as you cast that spell and the rust monster lights up, both rust monsters and Adara all vanish. Adara, you see the
Excuse
rust
me?
monsters and Shy vanish.
Split the party, split the party, split the party. Cool.
Do you have another action, Shy?
Do I get a reaction?
They are invisible.
Invisible.
Mm-hmm. They haven't been teleported away. They're just invisible.
Oh, okay. That's better. I thought I was somewhere new.
We are all invisible right now.
You are all
That's what's
invisible.
happening.
Got it.
You are all invisible.
Oh. Shy has not exactly realized that yet, but she's
That's
probably
what I said. You won't notice. You just see everyone around you.
She's probably
like,
going to
poof
shout
away.
Adar's name because she doesn't see Adar anymore.
Can I respond? Or do
Yeah.
I? Okay.
Yeah.
So I hear Shy just go, Itara! What? What'd you do? Where'd they fucking go?
It's like, where did I go? Where did you go? And then it kind of realization, oh no, we're invisible.
Shit.
Euphoria, give me a perception check to try and hear that shout.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, you hear Idara. What? Hurried on the wind.
Oh.
And then you just kind of hear visible.
Wild. You leave them for 2 minutes and they can't even look after themselves.
We're adults
Do
and we're
I-
fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so do I hear the wailing again that
No.
I'm closer to the house? Of course not. Alright, I'm gonna beat feet and go to the quarry then.
So Shy, you're gonna take your second action. Or your action. That was your bonus action.
No, I cast
Oh,
the
yeah, you
cantrip
did.
spells in
Okay.
action. I'm done.
It's Adara's turn.
All right. I know where a cockroach was because I was attacking it.
You can attack it with disadvantage.
Yeah. So I check my thing. I had half an idea, but I'm not sure I can do it as like an attack.
This is the beautiful thing that you're fighting, by the way.
Oh no!
Isn't that a cutie?
Yeah.
I love them. I think they're so cute.
They're something.
Gosh.
All right.
Wild.
Yeah, that's fine. I believe in myself. So I'm just gonna take 2 swings at where I know the thing was.
Okay. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Thank you. That is 15.
Okay. Yeah, you get it.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
Does Shy see me blink into existence?
You do blink into existence.
All right, I don't know that. I'm swinging again at the mystery cockroach. Ooh, that is a 13.
You whiff.
All right, fair. And then I'm gonna try to bite it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Nat 1.
Okay. So while you miss biting it, you feel some feelers go on your face and then down onto your chest. And I would like you to give me a dex saving throw.
Ooh. Is this with disadvantage too, or no?
No, because you're trying to get out of the way. That's something that's like touching you.
Fair. Cool. Then that's a 17.
Okay. And you see that rust monster basically like on you at this point. And then the other one is going to actually it's gonna try and bite your face a little bit, Adara.
All right.
So that is 16 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the other one is just gonna try and rub its antennas on Shy. So give me a dex saving throw, please, Shy.
And they are both visible now, right?
This one becomes visible.
Okay.
Yes. Oh no, is Zan frozen?
Uh-oh.
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 Oh no. When did
I'll
we
make
lose
the
her?
dex save. Very unclear.
Oop.
Uh-oh. All
We
right.
lost her.
Lost her. Up, back.
Oh, she's back.
Maybe.
There she is.
Welcome back.
No worries, I just went actually invisible for a moment.
So what was the last thing you heard?
Something about one of the rust monsters biting Adara's face.
And now you are doing a dex save.
Okay,
And now they're both visible again.
Yeah.
As well as Adara is also
that would
visible.
be an 18.
Okay, you dodge out of the way now that you can see this thing. And it is your turn.
Oh, all right. Yes, throwing the book at whichever one I can see, or
You can see them both now.
Oh, I can see them both. Whichever one looks hurt. I'm sure Adara got one of them.
Sure
They
did.
both look very hurt.
Okay, all right.
Adara's looks more hurt.
All right, going to throw the book at Adara's. And that's nope, that's a 9 to hit.
The book misses.
Old Faithful book misses.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no. All right. We'll try with mace because well, actually should do the cantrip again. Or we all went invisible the last time I did a spell.
Do
I
it again.
attempt it again?
Do it again.
All right. Sacred Flame. One of my has to make a dex save.
That's an 8.
Yep. That does not make it. So. Wait. Actually, we are 5th level.
We
I should have
are.
been doing 2. Okay, so that's 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay. It's still up, but
And I'm
looks
guessing...
very unhappy. And roll me a D100, please.
Yeah, let's go for this. I mean, it worked out fine last time. That's cool. So this is a 52.
A 52. Yeah, that's fun. A spectral shield appears next to you. You now have +2 to AC and immunity to magic missile.
Yes. Take away my AC and I regain it.
Adara, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one in front of me. It's
Do
going
it.
down. Math 25.
Yeah, you hit.
Please take 13 points of damage.
And it goes down.
All right, next one. Extra attack. 21.
You hit.
Fighters, 13 again. Points of damage.
Okay. It is struggling
Cool.
to stay up.
I bite it.
Bite it.
That is a 23.
So how do you want to do it?
I just, there's this huge, massive cockroachy thing. So I just take my scimitar and kind of cleave part of the carapace open, and then just grab it with my hands and pry it open so I can get to the meaty stuff, and then chomp into it and take out some guts probably. Spit it out immediately because gross.
And Euphoria, that's what you arrived to see.
Adara,
As
really?
well as a spectral shield in
You're
front of Shy.
welcome.
Alright, well, the only screaming I heard when I was in town was y'all. No banshee.
Condolences.
Y'all
Shy turned
right?
everyone invisible, and I don't know how.
Oh yes, we are perfectly fine. My shield, however, does not look like it is long for this world. I got a new one. I don't know how long that's going to last.
Alright.
Yeah, but watch out for the person-sized cockroaches. We really haven't.
They like to eat metal, evidently.
Yeah, but we really haven't achieved much other than showing up here and getting attacked. So,
There is something wrong with those wisps over there, though. They don't seem to be moving.
Alright. Well, you want me to look into it?
So, now that you are not being attacked by rust monsters, Shy had been taking a look, and with Euphoria here too, you can see that because the cold iron was removed here recently, given what Garada had told you about the use of cold iron to ward off or trap supernatural beings, it looks like that could be what's going on here.
So maybe we need to remove the horseshoes from...
I'm going to look down on the ground and see if there's an iron circle or something. Because having them all trapped right there seems unusual.
mm-hmm.
It looks like this was the area that was recently mined, and also some smelting was done here. So this is where cold iron is fresh.
Mm-hmm. And who would be doing that but the blacksmith?
Can I take a rock and just I don't want to throw it at the wisps, but I want to throw it kind of through the zone where the wisps are frozen to see if it's just them or if it's kind of everything gets stasis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I take a rock and just kind of low chuck it.
Yeah, it goes right through.
All right. Good to know.
But why are they stuck here? This doesn't make much sense.
Well, I mean, if he smelted it there, maybe the 3 wisps just got stuck there? Or, can I walk over to where the wisps are and, look at the ground? Did he bury something here?
Doesn't seem to be. It looks like some iron was removed from here, but there's cold iron exposed here.
Yeah, so can I cover it up?
Yeah, you could take some time to do that.
Yeah, Shy will help.
Same.
Does it free the wisps?
They're still like kind of congregating around here, but they don't seem trapped in that one area now.
Hmm. Okay.
Where did the... I know Euphoria wasn't here for when the bug monsters, like, erupted out of the earth, but, like, was there a mine shaft that we can, like, partly wander into to, like, look around?
There's no mine, just quarry.
Just the quarry. Okay.
There's you could see like little burrow holes from where the rust monsters came up though.
Okay, and looking in, it doesn't seem like anything we'd be able to traverse or anything like that, right?
Not
Okay.
unless you are also a bug.
Ugh.
All right. I, for one, would like
Yeah.
to know how recent those horseshoes are. And the story that the smith told us was that there was recent mining being done, and something about a pact with a being that may have gone wrong.
Yeah, Euphoria just, like, looks at them and goes, now can we check out the blacksmith shop?
Are there
Maybe.
Are there still the wisps that were like trying to guide us, or
There still seems like the path of some that were sort of, there's some by the swamp. So like if that is a location that you are interested in checking out, you may.
okay, but like the ones that were circling us and being like, go this way, like that's not happening right now, or
They're still kind of there. They're just sort of hanging out with you.
okay.
Hmm.
So if we start trying to head back to town, what do they do?
They are vibing. Some of them are pulling you townwards. Some of them are pulling you swampwards, and others are vibing.
Oh.
What if he... Well, we didn't hear anything about his wife at all, and his house was way too clean, like he was hiding something. What if he, like, took her and, like, chucked her in the swamp?
That might be an idea. Let's go check out the swamp.
Well, how are y'all doing? You just fought 1, 2, 5 disgusting cockroaches.
No new damage except to my shield. Is that spirit shield still there, or has it gone?
The spirit shield is gone.
Okay, so back down to 15.
I feel great.
Alright. If y'all feel great, then we can truck.
Heading swampward. Oh. Well, a trail of lights leads you to a swamp. The air is warm and humid. The chirping of insects fills your ears. Amidst the hum of bugs, the sound of jaws snapping and water splashing pierces the night. Ahead of you, a crocodile leaps out of the water, snapping at 4 floating lights. You see one of them extinguish.
Wait, the crocodile or the light?
One of the lights extinguishes.
Oh, that is not a good sign.
And that's where we're going to leave tonight's episode. So come back for part 2 next week
Retro.
of Mathar's Tears. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to do a raid following this, and let's meet our Chiefs, starting with Zan. Thank you so much for joining us. Who are you? Where can we find you?
Hello, I'm Zan, and you can find me under Pale White Rabbit on Twitter and Instagram. I do a lot of art things. In fact, I did art for Volume 2, 3, and 4 of Uncaged. So, That is me.
Adara, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm going to be all over the internet, and I'm an illustrator. I have art in all of the Uncaged and all of the books of seasons that are behind our wonderful DM and some other nonsense. Find me mostly on Twitter if you like pictures and off-topic posts about whatever I feel like, including the flu shot, which everyone should get.
And Euphoria, who are you and where can we find you?
I am Just Pack. You can find me at HealthPackStream on Twitter, and I am a writer and an editor.
And I'm Jess. You know where to find me. I'm doing spooky games and stuff. Buy the Coven at the end of the lane. It's cool. Be a witch. And come back on Tuesday for Paws and Claws, the Lost Tales of Pugmire. We are going to raid Dice Priori. It looks like they're... Oh, no, you need a Prime to watch with them. We're not doing that. Mm-mm. We are going to go see Thread Raiders. Looks like they're doing something fun with Clue, and they don't have very many viewers right now. So let's go help them out. We love you so much. Wear a mask. Take care of yourselves. And we're going to shoot our behind-the-scenes Patreon video following this. So please sign up for our Patreon and watch those videos. We will see you next week for part 2. Have a great night, folks.
Bye.